Jaime Maussan, The Classified Files. A recently published article in a scientific astronomy journal has gone viral. It's in practically all the media. In it, scientists from Harvard University and Montana state that there are beings living below the surface of the Earth, and that there are also dimensional portals here, as occurs in the Popocatépetl volcano. They even mention my name. This article was recently taken down from the internet by the same magazine, and the scientists were ordered not to talk about it anymore. What is the reason for first publishing it and then censoring it? We know that it is very possible that these dimensional portals exist in the Popocatépetl volcano. Here I am going to present some examples that clearly show that these objects either enter the crater, or leave it, or disappear in the vicinity of the volcano, or appear right there. That is, we do not personally believe that they are entering the volcano, but rather they are simply using the volcano's magnetism to be able to move to other places. Let's look at some of these examples presented here, which clearly demonstrate that this is a real possibility. In several active volcanoes around the world, the presence of unidentified flying objects has been recorded. Recently, scientists from Harvard University and the Montana University of Technology in the United States conducted a study about the origin and possible sites on Earth where non-human civilizations could be hidden. There is even the possibility that due to the large number of sightings in the Popocatépetl volcano, there is a dimensional portal where they enter and leave. Below, we will show you the evidence that confirms this study. At 5:10 a.m. on June 15, 2024, the Webcams de Mexico team, which is located in the Tlamacas area, very close to the Popocatépetl volcano, recorded how an object comes directly out of the inside of the crater and moves away. In that same morning at 4:27, an event with similar characteristics had already been recorded in the crater of the volcano. Watch an object emerge from the crater, which is currently experiencing incandescent activity. November 20th, 2023, Etna volcano. During a period of great eruptive activity, a security camera recorded how an object emerges directly from the crater and crosses the lava flows and the vapors and ash that are present at the time in a significant way. The object comes out straight from the crater and flies away. May 27, 2021, Merapi volcano in Indonesia. Gunarto Sang obtains an extraordinary photograph in which it was possible to record how an object enters directly into the crater of this volcano, which is one of the most active in Asia. In the photograph, the trail of displacement that the object left behind was captured when it headed into the crater and disappeared. Mount Asama, Japan, March 31, 2019. A security camera that constantly monitors this dangerous volcano recorded how a huge object headed into the crater, and after a great glow, it simply disappeared. It was thought that it had been a meteor, but there was no impact, nor were seismic movements recorded if the supposed meteor had hit this side. What we are seeing is a huge object which heads directly towards the crater and disappears inside. Popocatépetl volcano, March 29, 2021. The Tercer Milenio camera recorded how an object heads directly towards the crater of the Popocatépetl volcano and disappears over the crater. It heads directly towards the crater, and a large explosion occurs, and right after, the object disappears. Popocatépetl volcano, October 5, 2012. It was recorded how a cylinder-shaped object enters vertically directly inside the crater of the Popocatépetl volcano. The cylinder is of considerable dimensions if we pay attention. Volcán de Fuego, Guatemala, February 28, 2021. A security camera recorded how an object appears on the right side of the body of this active volcano and moves away into the sky. In the close-up, we can see more clearly the shape of this anomalous aerial phenomenon. Mount Fuji, Japan, April 9, 2023. The monitoring camera, which is closely observing the crater of this colossus, recorded how an object in the form of a luminous disk moved very close. It moved slowly while leaving behind a trail. Although this volcano has not presented recent eruptive activity, the manifestation of anomalous aerial phenomena is clear. In the same way that it happens in the Popocatépetl volcano, due to the magnetism that is present in these areas and that is used by these unknown technologies. The presence of non-human technology in the volcanic areas of the world confirms the relationship that exists between geological activity and anomalous aerial phenomena, which apparently use electromagnetic energy generated by these colossus of fire to open the so-called dimensional portals where they have been seen to appear and disappear. Now, scientists at Harvard and Montana Technological University in the United States are confirming this extraordinary reality. Without a doubt, these cases show that it is feasible that this place, where there are enormous amounts of magnetism, is a dimensional portal, proving that what Harvard University says is feasible. Where there is no evidence isn't the case of beings that live below the Earth. The possibility is cited that the tridactyl beings found in Peru could be one of these species that suddenly appear and then disappear. The possibility exists, however, we do not have definitive or conclusive evidence to show that these beings exist on Earth and that they live below the surface. However, the possibility is there, and for some reason the scientists from Harvard University wrote it. An article that, I repeat, has been published by dozens or hundreds of media outlets around the world. It has really caught the attention that Harvard scientists can risk presenting versions as risky as these, even if they have some foundation. Let us remember that Mr. Carl Sagan was expelled from Harvard University when he suggested that we were visited by extraterrestrial beings. Eventually, that is what he said. And here in this video, I present to you precisely that statement by Carl Sagan, where he says that at some point we could have been visited by extraterrestrials. This is for those who say that he never said it. Many of the stars we see in the sky have planetary systems. And now that we know enough about the origin of life, everything makes it likely that life arose naturally on the vast majority of these planets. The statements by Harvard University and Montana are extraordinary, something we should take into account. I am Jaime Maussan.
Soy Jaime Maussan.
Jaime Maussan, The Classified Files.